Alright everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Three Rivers University Raiders here on localized content on YouTube, localized underscore content on Twitch. This time out, gotta make some lineup changes because boy Raul Rivers is gonna sit out the rest of the season for some personal issues going on in his life. So he's done for the year, so we're gonna need our Brown to start once again. We are 2-13 on the year, 15 games into the year, just under halfway through the season. We are quite literally the worst team in the country at 2-13. We've lost how many in a row? We have lost 10 games straight, losing games by 12 points per game. This roster is just not cutting it. So we were doing some recruiting. Fortunately, our national title win last year is going to get us some recruits in the following season. For whatever reason, people didn't come around this year. But next year we got a whole slew of pretty solid guys coming in. Of course, we have a couple people four people graduating this year. JT Reese, Dion Waters, Jared Bauer, and Jonathan Levins Jr. Of course, he was suspended. And is also Maurice Rice. So those five, they'll be gone. We get to keep D'Angelo Owens, which is cool, I suppose. Corey is struggling this year, but we'll see what we have to do with him next year. It'll be his junior season next year. And yeah, of course, we'll have Raul back next season. So, gotta change the rotation around a little bit. Wilson has been playing pretty well, but I'm not sure if that's strictly because of us giving him those assists, but we'll give him and Okafor some more minutes as well as Bauer. Got to give some more minutes to our boy Brown, obviously, because he's like the only point guard we have. That's how we're gonna spread our minutes. Eight-man rotation for now. We'll see how that works out. Maybe we'll expand and allow some other younger guys to get in the mix. What we are playing the Athens Pandas here. Let's take a look at their roster real fast. They got Owen Hall averaging 11 a game, Kennedy averaging 10 a game, Cheeks averaging 10 a game. Those are the main guys to look out for. And they're 8-8. We need the... Where's it at? There it is. Pandas at Raiders. Here we go. Get through it quickly. We're actually up so far. Up 5 with just less. Hey, we win our first game. After losing 10 in a row, we win 82-70. Owens had 16, Long had 15, Brown had 13, Bauer had 13. On the other side, Hall 14, Bender 13, Lambert 13, and Cheeks had 10. We'll move to the next one now. We go to 3-13 on the year. Massive improvement, totally. We got the Bandits. Let's take a look at their roster now. Just going to try to fly through the rest of this season. We'll see if I cut it into one episode or two episodes, but they got the best player in the country right now. Tony Hamilton, averaging 15 a game, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Gotta watch out for him. He's 6'8" center, but best overall player in the entire league. Freddie Pierce is a junior small forward, averaging 15 a game. Gotta watch out for him. Grant, meh. And that's about it. Main two guys up there. McDaniels, their point guard, averages 10 a game. But really just Pierce and Hamilton. Got to watch out for them. They're one of the best teams in the country, 13-4. We are at the opposite, 3-13. Let's get into it. Bandits at Raiders. This one's probably going to be a blowout. And we're sticking with them, sort of. Come on. Come on, team. And we lose by 2. take a look at the stats now. Reese went for 23 points. Owens 12, Okafor 9, Waters 6, Long killing us as always. Their side, McDaniels had 15, Pierce, Grant, and Cassell all had 10. Hamilton shot 2 for 10. He had 9 assists though. That's crazy. Tons of assists for their center. But they take the win over us there. So we moved to 3-14. And we got the Nashville Sounds next. Let's go find them. Take a look at their roster. All right, Nashville Music University Sound. They got senior power forward Gary Poole. Not very good. Tinsley, meh. Junior point guard Alexander averages 10 a game. Tate averages 10 a game. 8 a game from their freshman point guard Sean Porter. So Porter, Tate, Alexander here. They are 7-10. We're 3-14. Raiders at Sound. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, they beat us. They beat us. Oh, we came back to force overtime, but then they beat us in OT. Let's take a look at the stats. Tinsley had 19. Alexander had 11. Powers, Poole, and Tate all had 10. On our side, Owens, 18 points. Long had 11. And Reese had 10. We lose 75-74. We are terrible. Next one, the Foresters. Let's see here. The Foresters. Led by, I believe, one of, if not the number one recruit in the country this past year. J.D. Jackson, averaging 14 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, steal and a half. He is one of the best players in the country as a freshman already. Then they got Macy here, senior shooting guard, averaging 11 a game. Mullins, their point guard, 6 a game, 5 assists. McCoy, 10 a game. Curry, 6 a game. And their centers are pretty mid. Main guy, J.D. Jackson, got to watch out for him. They are 11-8. We are 3-15. Let's get into it. J.D. Jackson's going to absolutely kill us. Pretty sure he was the number one recruit in the nation. We lose by, 17 points. Let's take a look at the stats. Brown had 16. Oh, this is their side. Brown had 16, 11. Jackson, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Mullins had 10. McCoy and Griffin had 9. On our side, Robert Brown, had 15 points. Long had 14. Reese had 12. And Owens had 10. So we lose yet another one. Bowers hurt for 1 to 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll give him the rest. Get some other guys in here, like David Black, Mari Harris. Got to give him minutes. And we'll give Park some minutes as well. He played a lot of games last year. He played how many games last year? He played 24 games last year. And he's just not getting minutes this year. Wild. All right, next we got the Stags. Let's find them, take a look at their roster. There we go. University of Omaha Stags, starting with senior point guard Timmy Bass. He's averaging 9 a game. Junior small forward Slaughter, averaging 10 a game. Senior power forward Guerrero, 8 a game. Sophomore center Tyrone Mullins, 10 a game. He's pretty solid. Senior center Caldwell, 6 a game. And that's about it. Gotta watch out for Bass, though. He could get hot pretty quick. They are 14-8. We are 3-16. Let's hop right into it. So a little bit different rotation this time, and we're going to lose another one. 75 to 61. Let's take a look at the stat sheet. Bass had 15, Posey had 12, Mullins had 12, and on our side, Owens 16 points, 4 for 14 is terrible. Reese had 9, Long had 8, Okafor had 8. He's shooting good percentages. Can't complain about that. Where's Amari Harris? Of course, Black missing his shots, 0 for 3. Amari Harris actually shot 1 for 1. How about that? All right, next game. You got the GOATs. We'll get through. I mean, how many games do we have? Yeah, we'll get to the All-Star break. That's what we'll do. We'll get to the All-Star break, and then after that will be another episode. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games left in this episode. We'll take a look at standings and the All-Stars real quick, and then we'll call it an episode. All right, so the GOATs in this one. Let's find them. There we go. The Fort Wayne University GOATs. Their senior point guard, DJ Mann, averaging 12 a game. Sophomore small forward, Simon Parker, 10 a game. Junior centers, Walker averaging 8 a game. Carpenter, 6 a game. Cummings is a junior power forward, 6 a game. McLeod, 8 a game. Gotta watch out for DJ Mann and Simon Parker. Those are the two guys. They're 14 and 6. We're 3 and 17. Let's get right into it. Simulating. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. We're up. Keep it that way. Yep, we're killing them. We're killing them. We killed them 78 to 55. Let's take a look at the stats. Owens had 16. Reese had 16. Corey Long had a double-double, 10 and 12. On the other side, Mann shot terrible. And Thompson had 13, which is like their only scoring. Right, can't complain about that. We win our 4th game of the year. It's only taken us into February to do so. Next one, we got the Jets, who we played in the playoffs last year. I know that for certain. Might have even been in the championship game. Don't remember for sure, but let's take a look at their roster, starting with senior shooting guard Lau Hood, averaging 7.5 a game, and then one of the top recruits in the nation this past offseason, Paolo Calvin, freshman point guard, averaging 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, shooting 40% from 3. You got to watch out for him. He's one of the best players in the country. Dana Carpenter, 12 a game, and that's about it. Just got to watch out for Paolo. They're 11 and 10. We are 4 and 17. Bauer's fully healed, but he'll get minutes after this game. Let's see what we can do against Paolo and the boys. What in the world just happened? 65 to 39. Let's take a look. Corey had 14. Reese had 13. Waters had 11. Owens 1 for 5. Lucky we won. Calvin had 13, and everybody else for them just stunk. And he shot 1 for 9 from 3, so hey, we got lucky that game. They only scored 39 points, which is just nuts. All right, next we got, I believe that's the Bison. Yep, the Motor City University Bison. Junior shooting guard Oliver Mayer, averages 13 a game. Sophomore shooting guard Ricky Brown, 10 a game. Pierre Wright, another top recruit from this past offseason, freshman point guard, 9 a game, 4 assists. Webster, 7 a game, 6 a game from another Webster, their center. And then Nance, 5 a game. Main guys, Wright, Brown, and Mayer. They're 11 and 12. We're 5 and 17. Let's get into it. Let's see here. Where are we? There we are. Bison at Raiders. I meant to put Bauer back in the rotation, but so what? We won last game. It's close, and we lose by 1. 67-66. Owens had 14. Long had 14. Reese had 10. Okafor had 9. 3 for 3. 2 for 2 from 3. Pretty solid. On their side, Wright, knew it was going to happen. Their freshman point guard. He had 11 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Their Brown, Ricky Brown, had 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Mayer slowed him down, but still, we lost. Anything I want to do with the rotation? We could throw Maurice Rice in there some. Okafor's hurt anyway, so yeah, let's throw him in there some. Corey Lung's starting to play a little bit better. Black just stinks. Give Rice some minutes. Mari Harris starting to heat up some. Bauer needs some minutes as well. I wanted to give Darren Moss some minutes, but look at that shooting percentage. He's too fat. All right. Let's take a look at the All-Stars the All-Americans in the All-American game. Okafor is ready to go, but we're going to keep this for now. Let's see here. League news. All-Americans in the All-American game. All right. We got Tony Hamilton, DJ Mann, Alan Holland, Freddie Pierce, and Odell Wagner, who was another top recruit. Marshall Barker, Gus O'Connor, Dalen Kelly, Frederick Harrison, and Elton Carter. On the other side, Henry Stone, J.D. Jackson, Glenn Lane, Mac Doyle, Jonathan Sharp, Jay Sean Outlaw, Monty Hicks, Oliver Mayer, Lyle Dixon, and Gerard Hudson. We had no All-Americans in the All-American game. All right, next game against the Beavers. Where are the Beavers? There they are. The Coastal Oakland University Beavers. Shooting guard, junior shooting guard, Spencer averages 7 a game. Page 12 a game. He's a senior small forward. Shepard 6 a game as a freshman center. 9 a game from junior center. Darren Alexander. Reed 5 a game. That's pretty much about. John Norris, their shooting guard here, averages 9 a game, but they're no good. They're 8 and 16. We're 5 and 18. We got a little bit of a different rotation here. Let's see, where are we? Beavers at Raiders. Let's get it going. Come on, squad. We can do it, and we blew it in the third quarter pretty much. The third quarter was terrible, and that's what gave him the win. Reese had 20. Owens had 19. Long had 14. And on the other side, Page, Shepard, Alexander, and Hardaway all scored in double figures, and we lost 85-72. All right, last game before the All-Star break against the Spartans. Let's find the Spartans. The Richmond Primal University Spartans. 84 overall junior center Marshall Barker. 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists a game. Gotta watch out for him. Antonio Keller, junior, power forward, averages 12 a game. Senior point guard, Damian Clark, averages 11. JJ Graham is mid. Main guys are Clark, Keller, and Barker. They are 12 and 9. We are 5 and 19. Let's get into it right now. And we're going to lose big. I mean, hey, we're competing. We lost by 4, 60-56. Let's take a look at the stats. Owens had 12 and 8. Brown had 11 on their side. Keller had 18. Barker had 17. Marks had 11. Where was Clark? 1 for 5. So he sucked, but Barker and Keller killed us. So we lost by 4. We'll simulate to the All-Star break. And we'll take a look at the standings. All right, so Best 16 teams will make the playoffs. And let's just take a look at that right now. The District Area University Generals are the 1 seed at 21-6. Salt Lake, Omaha, Canton, and Idaho Farming all have single-digit losses so far. Cool. San Antonio, Dallas, Hershey, Fort Wayne, and Country Roads are the next 5 teams. Country Roads, of course, has J.D. Jackson. Then the last 6 teams in the playoff hunt at the moment are Rock Park, South Carolina, who was the 1 seed last year. Just remember that. They were unbelievable, even though they lost in the first round. Richmond Primal, Sunshine State, Nashville Music University, Seattle Suburbs University, and Raleigh Arts University. But of course, everybody else is pretty much in the mix. Northwestern, Ocean Valley, Sandusky's there. Yeah, but we're the only no, there's a good amount of teams that aren't really in the playoff hunt, but there's teams that are right thereabouts. There's probably 20 teams thereabouts. But of course, District Area is killing it this year. Salt Lake is killing it this year. They're the 2 best teams in the country right now. As for award races, National Player of the Year, freshman Odell Wagner is leading that race, averaging 13, 6, 3, and a block a game. Let's see here. Of course, he would be freshman of the year as well. Jackson, Eden Yao, Calvin, and Mac Warner are also in that race. Others in the National Player of the Year race, Glenn Lane, Jay Sean Outlaw, both from Dallas Fire Academy. Henry Stone is in that race, and Tony Hamilton in that race as well. Let's see here. 6th Man of the Year, currently led by Javon Towns, but Lamar Brown, who is Henry Stone's backup, is also in that race. Defensive Player of the Year, Eden Yao, currently leading that. He has 1.7 blocks per game at the moment. Let's see here. Most Improved Player, Dalen Kelly. He's a junior this year, but yeah, he's nearly doubling his output. So yeah, he's in leading that race. Those are the award race leaders. In the next episode, we'll finish the regular season. Probably not finish the playoffs. We'll finish the regular season, finish the analysis of the regular season, my team and the other teams. We'll see. And then we'll call that an episode, and then we'll do the playoffs in one final episode before we get into the off-season process. In the playoff episode, I'll probably introduce the top 15 or so recruits in the nation. I believe I did 15 this year rather than 10, but I forget exactly the number. We'll see. Thanks everybody for watching this episode of the Three Rivers University Raiders here on Localized Content on YouTube, Localized_content on Twitch. Thanks everybody, and goodbye.